Hello. Haven't been on a few days. Okay. Good evening, Adam. How are you? Is my chat working? Okay, there it is. It's working. Is my audio okay? Yeah, I'm assuming my audio sounds good. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to control my game audio from here now. New headset, new me. I was kidding. Ooh. This headset sounds good. Yo. So. Yes, I'm not deaf. Oh wait, it was because my microphone was messing up because I did some tweaks on PipeWire. Where we left off yesterday. Been playing the hell out of this game. I'm already in the first DLC. Wait, let me get rid of this annoying whore. What's my Sith? He's born. No, I'm gonna try to convert this girl to the dark side. She's still convinced she's a Jedi. Mutagen cellcraft. So mutagen cellcraft.
My man follow.
My mom follow.
I'm your man. I am your weapon.
Perfection is my goal, Master.
You can depend on me. Right away, my lord.
Oh wait, that's only level 1. Why did I did that? Oh, there it is. NVIDIA is back at it again. I have the same issue every time. I disconnected my headset on accident. Yeah, my PipeWire does not like me. Then it was making like I recorded a video today, and it made the audio out mono. And then it was crackling my freaking microphone. Then I fixed it, so I had like, thank God that I recorded the video like just one chunk. And then I was like, okay, I could re-record this part because this was only the intro. Was just basically saying I've been shadow banned, so I haven't been making videos. So it was something along the line. So today's topic is slavery, and then I said I was joking. I was gonna talk shit about Microsoft.
Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker.
So yeah, I ended up talking shit about Microsoft once again. Yeah. So it was like crackling my mic.
The Republic were waiting for us at the shield generators. We're under heavy fire. I don't know how long we can... Did you hear that?
And it recorded
Somebody's
my
blamed
audio
us
of
for
one
fools.
ear.
The Republic
So I
artillery
ended up
base
having
is
to go into
protected
the
by a huge
VTuber
rain
Resolve
shield.
and force
We
the
can't destroy
audio
the
to be
anti-air
surround,
until that
so it
rain
wouldn't
shield
come
is
off with
down.
just one ear.
Looks like you have a new
Because
mission.
yeah, that was
Destroy
annoying me.
the shield generators.
What the heck is wrong
And
with
then
my
attack
mic?
the Republic artillery base
Is it
and take out the
working
guns.
there? Why is it? Maybe I got my microphones. Okay, there. Now it's being picked up more. Let me put my noise suppression. All right. Yep, right there. Hope it's not cutting off. What he said?
I'll take care of the shield generators. You find out who betrayed us.
Good morning,
I
less
don't like
spicy.
being taken for a fool.
You're
How
not a
are
fool.
you? I haven't
I
talked to
am.
you in a while, babe.
It was my plan, and I will find
How
the
you
traitor.
been?
Remember, you won't be able to reach the Republic's artillery until the ray shield is down. Take out the shield generators, and then
I'm
destroy
not
the
switching to
guns.
an AMD
Contact me at
GPU.
the Republic base once
When
both the
AMD
shield
catches
generators
off
and
to
the guns are
NVIDIA,
destroyed.
then we talk.
My men will move in and clean up.
Motherfuckers need to give me like 32 gigabytes of VRAM. I love this IP. I think I'm running this in not DLSS. There's no DLSS technology. This is DirectX 11 game. No, this is DirectX 9. This game is in DirectX 9. They said they're gonna update it to DirectX 12. This MMO refuses to die, and I hope it never dies because I love this game. Okay. Woo! Let's run over some kids. Palestine style. I was kidding. Time to go to Intel, or even better, DIY GPU. They hope to upgrade. Oh, I don't know. AMD seems to be talking a hell lot about focusing on AI. So my fear is that they're gonna start focusing on the gamer, and they're gonna switch over to AI like NVIDIA did. Because I'm seeing a lot of news. There's a lot of rumors, and by the looks of it, AMD, once they'll get those GPUs, they're probably gonna abandon gamers. Also, like they seem like they're following NVIDIA's same steps. Where the heck did they go? They're like vanish. Okay, this thing hasn't done nothing to me, but how's the job with all the Abdul's Rahman? They stink. I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming you're talking about them goddamn brown people. But not those brown people, but like Middle Eastern brown people. There's a lot of Pakis. They deported so many of them, and out of nowhere, more started popping up. And I'm like, bro, I thought they deported you. Where are these new ones coming? Are they illegal? How they made it here? I don't know. I guess my job imported new ones. NVIDIA wants $5,000 for a 5090. Well, I'm glad I got my 5090 before they did that. I ain't paying no goddamn freaking $5,000. Fuck that. Bruh, for that price, I can order a wife online. Yo, for that price, I could order a wife online, and she won't even yap, because I could order her death. You can literally buy a wife online for that price, and she won't even fucking talk, so she'll never bitch at you, complain. Fucker healing.
Jedi doesn't fear death.
As in Democrat gamers, as in them. Wait, what are you talking about? You don't like the desert bearers, huh? I don't like the ones that don't wear deodorant. I don't call them that. I call them Tusken Raiders and Sand people. Which makes sense because I'm playing Star Wars right now. You don't want to know what they used to call them in military school. Military school is really racist. I used to get called racial slurs too when I was in military school. That shit was funny. They're like openly racist in there. But like, it's just, everything is just a joke. That sounds fun. That was big, boy.
Take it easy.
Spooky, check a map. Goddamn Spooky Island is the most Eastern Caribbean island in Bahamian. I'll be honest, I don't know L shit about the Caribbean. I know where I come from, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, and Cuba. And I think Brazil is close by too. But everything else, I don't care. And I only care about those because we got beef with them. Well, we don't got beef, but like, we compete against each other. Puerto Rico is out in the sea. Where are you trying to hide in your island? Well, it ain't illegals, I'll tell you that much. I was kidding. Actually, there's probably is a bunch of illegals in Puerto Rico. It's like the furthest island. Yeah, I don't really know. Past the Vermilion Triangle, I don't know shit. Except for like Brazil. And I think, isn't Portugal kind of close by too? Wait, how close is Venezuela? I don't even know. I don't even know where is that on the map, I'll be honest. I know what Colombia is. That's because they got that good cocaine. You know what I'm saying? They got that fairy dust. That Snow White. The only reason I know where Colombia is. That's where the good shit is at. Portugal is Europe. See? Don't even know. South America. I know what Mexico is. They got good damn food. They food be bussin'. Yo, Puerto Rico, there's so many cities that every time I meet someone and they tell me they're from Puerto Rico and they tell me their city, I don't know. I'm like, I didn't even know what that existed. And they get mad. They're like, oh, you should know. You from Ponce. I'm like, honestly, there's so many weird names in there that I don't even know what. I know some cities. I'm like, I'm not going to learn all that. What's the point of having so many cities? It's such a small island. Venezuela is below Puerto Rico.
Master.
Wait, is it small? If it's below Puerto Rico, it's probably really small then, right? It's under Puerto Rican balls. Huh, well, you know, it is a small world. I know Germany. I know what Germany is. Russia. Well, Asia, they're kind of like... I know where India is. Russia, Asia. I know where Japan is, obviously. I know a few. Africa. But when it comes to countries, don't freaking ask me. I don't know. I know where Israel is because it has. I know where Israel is on the, about it. I know all my states. He means it's south of the island in South America. Oh, South America. That's where we get the good drugs. I gotta stop by there to get some fentanyl. Kidding, kidding. I heard the fentanyl pretty good down there. Just like Argentina. No, Argentinians have hot accent. Well, Argentinians have hot voice. Every time I hear it, I'm like, oh. Oh, damn. This is not Argentina. Argentina! Argentina, Argentina. Sounds the same to me. I'll head out. Now have good morning or good night. Alright, have a good night. See ya. He's like I'm centering itself. Yeah. Okay, so what are we supposed to do? Destroy that artillery gun. Alright. It keeps on, it like, I gotta constantly put like that away target. Goes away like I'm focused. So they gotta fix that targeting in this game. Oh, the fuck? Yo, I gotta get more mats.
My man follow. I've gotten used to solo jobs. Lieutenant Taylor Strike.
Okay, we'll get more items.
Service. At your service.
Windows use 95 of user base now is 69. Ha! Something like that.
I will perform according to your exacting specifications, Master.
Lieutenant Taylor Strike. Imperial Reclamation Service. At your service.
We gotta get these people. Die, bitch. Dude, I can't wait to get a 61 so I can actually put my outfit. Bro, let me show you. I got a sick outfit waiting for level 69. What is it? I'm gonna be rocking this shit. Look at that. Then I'm gonna go for a magenta lightsaber. Like, that's about to look so fucking sick when I get to 61. That looks sick, dude. What the hell happened? What do you mean? Give me a sec. Oh, Windows? Wait, you're talking about Windows, right? Why it went down so much? Oh, so you remember when I made that one video that I basically claimed that, what was it? I basically claimed that Arch was more stable. But those people coping were wrong because Microsoft admitted that they fucked up the operating system. Then the other thing that happened was that apparently someone was rewriting the operating system in Rust and replacing the code base of C++ with Rust. Then they denied that wasn't actually happening, but people think it's happening. Anyway, everything is breaking. The OS is breaking and AI is getting more aggressive. There's also, like, to make a local account, they keep patching so people don't get around. And people remove Copilot or any AI stuff, they keep adding it back. They keep forcing you to have AI and snapshot and all that. So people keep making tools and they keep patching it up. And people are getting tired, so they're pretty much just like saying like, fuck this, I'ma quit this OS. So that's why it's going down. Because they keep forcing people, they keep forcing stuff into the operating system that people don't want. And when people bypass them, they patch them up. Because they don't want people doing that. Linux is doing the something with AI. No, that's Windows. The only... Well, Linux is like, people are developing AI inside Linux, but it's not gonna be implemented. The only OS that I know that has AI on Linux is CachyOS, but it's optional. And it's like an assistant. Like if something breaks in your computer, it's a local AI that comes with CachyOS that tells you how to fix something if you break something under Linux. But it's not like forced. It's like optional. Same thing. Yeah, I got a juicy video. I got so much shit. I swear, I roasted Windows for like, I think like 4 different things. That video about to be fire.
We're slicing the Republic's computers now. Let's see what they're doing out there in the cold. Ah.
So when a
Master Cadence
Microsoft
Killer.
CEO is basically
good man
telling people
and will be sorely
to
missed.
stop
But
calling
killing
Windows
one great man is
AI
never
slot.
enough. The Republic has always thrived on
That's
the
where
effort
the
of
idea
its
came
united
from.
Citizens. Lieutenant, input the coordinates of the Imperial base into the ELX-25 and fire when
Stop
ready.
calling
Give my
Windows AI
regards to Moff
slop,
Regis.
guys.
Blast. The ELX-25 was only supposed to be in planning stages. If it's operational, it could obliterate our base with a
Stop
single
bullying
shot.
the multi-billionaire company, guys. Stop. There's those people.
That's not fear I smell, is it?
That's fine. I call Microsoft
We have to
micro
improvise.
limp. I
Based
call
on
it
estimates of the
Microsoft
ELX-25's
bimbos.
range and the origin of the
Microsoft.
Admiral's transmission, it should be at these coordinates. We have limited time, and you're closest.
People are
Destroy
calling them
that weapon.
micro slot. Micro slot. That's why they're calling them. That's like the new nickname. He's triggered on Twitter for like the past few days.
I hope the Admiral's still around when I get there.
Me too. The Republic will answer for this. Destroy the ELX-25, or we'll have no choice but to retreat.
So we're still
from
in the
it.
beginning of the expansion. This is like the interlude for the expansion, right? Wait, timeline arrows. Yeah, so we're in interlude. Wait, there's a trailer? Wait, I want to watch the trailer. What's the trailer about? Dude, it's Bastilla! It's Bastilla. It was Revan's lover.
Signs of war. Rebellion on Balmora.
What's this
Corruption
expansion
in the
gonna
heart
be
of
about?
Coruscant. Secret battles on Nar Shaddaa.
It's the one I'm playing right now.
Even Alderaan, consumed by chaos.
Ah, some people. Hey,
The
how
Republic's
old
defenders
is this
still
expansion?
But the wrath of the Empire knows no bounds.
So Malgus. I'm gonna be fighting along Malgus then. I hate Malgus. Can I betray him?
Galaxy's future will soon be decided.
I'll watch the trailer on my spare time. So I gotta put this microphone higher. Wait. Alright, that's closer to my mouth, sort of. All right, that's closer to my mouth. All right. Okay, there we go. I could see better. Yeah. Get it? It was true that Bill Gates joined in for the meeting. Yeah, he did, but he can't do nothing. He's not really in control of Windows. But he did try Windows because he hasn't used Windows for like years. And he was really pissed. He was pissed what they did with the operating system. One of the things that he said that if Microsoft doesn't get their shit together, he did not like the AI thing. He said something along the line that they were monetizing it and pushing people out of the platform. And he said that in 5 years, if they don't get their shit together, Windows is gonna drop below 50% in 5 years if they don't start, stop pushing people away. So yeah, they're in deep shit right now. They didn't listen to him. He made like passive-aggressive comments. Tweets. Basically him saying that he tried, then he threw indirects about it. Yeah, they refused to listen to him. Fire the CEO. I wish. I need to get like a longer microphone stand. Because the thing is, my microphone stand is so freaking annoying. It's like not long enough. I'm probably gonna get a longer arm. Because like my desk, everything is way too far away now. I always bring my monitor more to the center. Wait. Yo, I don't want to get a new arm. I hate dropping money. All right, there. I think that works. Yep, everything's better. Or get a headset. I already got a headset. It's my freaking arm thing. It's like not long enough, so I gotta position it in a certain way, or else my microphone starts cutting off, or whatever. What's this? Wait, where am I going? Oh. Oh shit. I got kicked out. I'm guessing I'm going around here. Wait, why can't I go back there? I think it's this way, actually. No, that's down. Oh, there's an elevator. Okay, that makes more sense. Commercial at this point, they know they fucked up. Yeah, they do. They don't want to fix it. They're not going to remove AI. They're really hard-headed. from the news I read today, they're basically convinced that this is going to work out, even though Copilot is such a, they're basically gaslighting investors, saying, oh, we actually understand our mistakes, we're gonna make this right, we actually know the true use of AI and blah blah blah, but they only have a 0.46% of market share in the AI. Copilot is actually the worst AI out there. It's like performing really bad. Commercial. Yeah, they're gonna double down. It's gonna get worse for those people. Let me ask you a question. Have you tried Gemini AI? You haven't tried Gemini AI? Gemini AI is Google's AI, and it's basically retarded. It's like borderline. It's not even borderline. It's actually a retard. Like to that AI, it's like talking to a person who's like special need. Well, let's put it like this. Copilot is losing to Gemini. They're actually losing to Gemini. So that says a lot how bad Copilot is. Yes, I have. Well, yeah, it's performing. Copilot is worse than Gemini. So yeah, it's really bad. Fuck. I made Gemini make weather app and it wasn't great. I tried to have a normal conversation with it because I heard they had like a new update or whatever. And I'm like, who the fuck uses this? The only thing I found useful is if we want to put timestamps in your video, you could actually, hey, put timestamp, give me the seconds and stuff that different topics change. And let me put it in my description so I could, you know, so people could skip into and put timestamp. That's the only use I found for it. I made a troubleshoot Linux. I'm like, yeah, that's not how you fix that. I actually know how to fix it. You have no idea what you're talking about. Gemini does not have an idea what it's talking about. It has like a general really vague idea, but it doesn't know basic concepts. OpenAI is good for like things that involve math and computer science. It still makes mistakes, but it at least has some use. Grok, the only thing I see Grok is to generate porn. It's only good to generate porn and have political discussions or internet conversations, but it like, I don't see the point of it. ChatGPT is a lot better to troubleshooting Linux. Yeah, that's basically OpenAI. Yeah, that's what ChatGPT is. ChatGPT is actually pretty decent for that, and like actually understand it, and like, you know, giving a like a concept. Like it's really good for that and math related things. I mean, it still makes mistakes, but it's decent on that. It's not like At least it's not like a useless AI like Gemini. Gotta kill more. What pisses me off about ChatGPT or OpenAI 5.2, it tends to overcorrect you. It's too politically safe. And the other thing, you teach it how to do something, you're like, hey, you're doing this wrong. The solution to that problem is actually this and this. And it's really hard-headed. I'm like, no, bro, I troubleshoot this all the time. I've actually found the solution. It's like, no. Or sometimes like updated information. I'm like, no, that's no longer the case. Why are you talking about? It's this and this. And it tries to gaslight you. Like, no, you're the one who's wrong. I'm like, bitch. Ours and SWTOR base. Yeah. I'm trying to find this thing. Why does it tells me? It tells me destroy EXL.
As you say, my lord.
I gotta click on something. Oh, there it is. Did I destroy it? No. Wah. Wah. We got the credits, so why not? I started the first expansion. I got done finishing the Sith Inquisitor class story. I'm on Ilum right now. Let me show you. I'm right here. Like I finished the Sith Inquisitor story. I'm just right here. I'm guessing there's the introduction to this. What the fuck is this? So they need to give us more inventory. This is not enough inventory. You know what? Sell my junk, woman.
Bye.
I hate that apprentice. The regular Sith actually has a cooler apprentice. This apprentice is kind of if. You still sound sick. Yeah, I'm getting sick again. I don't do well in winter. Like, winter destroys me because I'm originally from an island. I'm not used to this weather, even though I've lived here for years. Winter and me don't mix well.
How did the Republic learn of our plans?
All the more reason the Empire needs to reimagine
You're a
itself for the
fucking
changing
joke of a
times.
Sith! You know
Once we build a
what?
stealth armada, we won't need change.
Revan, removing your jaw wasn't even fucking enough. He was trying to teach you the way of using the Force, both the Force and the dark side. And you want it to be a traditional fucking... He's a fucking coward. The only reason he even, like, beat Revan in a way is because when he was in a ship, he aimed at him and destroyed it. And destroyed the ship or whatever, doing Knights of the Old Republic 1. That's the only way that he actually got to actually beat Revan. And it wasn't even that. Then the Jedis took him and erased his mind and retrained him as a Jedi. I fucking hate Malgus. You don't even know how much I hate Malgus. I think he's a fucking joke of a fucking Sith. He's a fucking coward and a pussy. At least, like, Palpatine was a pussy for doing what he did to his master, but at least he makes up for it. Time to travel to South for winter. I wish.
The Empire.
Yeah, let's
rose
go
to
against
power
Malgus.
without alien coalitions.
I don't like
It
Malgus.
can keep
Fuck
its
you,
power
Malgus.
without them too.
What kind of name is
Republic's base
Malgus?
is built into a cliffside. The main fleet is going to batter the exposed side to oblivion. The objective is to claim the Republic crystal supplies, kill Admiral Shai.
Can we betray
and open the
Malgus?
docking bay door so Imperial forces can clean
I
up.
want to beat his
We'll
ass.
be entering through this tunnel and hitting deep within the mountain, where the fleet can't reach.
And while you and the main fleet give the Republic a beating, I'll prep the Crystal Fleet for the transfer of the Republic's crystals.
A two-pronged attack. Are you on board?
Oof, that's something in my ear.
I came to Ilum to win this war. I'm not going to quit now.
If you're ready, Darth Malgus,
The Dark Council has placed me at your command.
then let's start the attack. Good luck.
The one I have is wait. Oh wait, that's because of the. Okay, never mind. Okay. What level are we? Okay, we're gonna get 61 really soon. Then I could rock my cool armor. Wait, I should probably buy that Kyber quick. Oh wait, I think I already have it. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be rocking that shit. I quite enjoy the story. Like, I've done this story before. I had to refresh it to make sure, like, they didn't change anything. Because I know when I left SWTOR, it was like... There was, like, some drama shit going with a strike with the voice actors did a strike or something. And then the voice actors, they took them out of the game for a time, but now they're back. I had to play the class story again to verify they didn't change anything. And, like, everything seems like they pretty much put it back how it was. I've never done the expansions though, because I've never paid for subscription. But this is my first time doing the expansion. I heard they're really good. I'm familiar with Knights of the Old Republic because I played KOTOR 1 and 2. And I've read the comics for the Old Republic era. I got to meet the Revenites. And what was it? It was like a side quest, I think. If you go Google Travel, don't put the destination and hit search. You should see cheap flights. Man, fuck that. I can't. My job is really stupid when it comes to like missing work. Them motherfuckers would fire me in an instant. Could be dying, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't accept doctor notes." Alright, bitch, heal me. That doesn't sound fun. Yeah, they're like, if you have no PPTO, you get points, and these points, and they get you fired. They only have me in that job because I do jobs that other people don't like doing, but I know they want me fired because I'm a really confrontational person. Like, I'm really quiet most of the time, but when I do open my mouth, I call out leadership and how they're doing a shit job. They don't like that when you're too confrontational about things. Like, I tell them straight up, like, they're running the company really badly. And they don't like that about me, so they'll look for any excuse to hire me. I mean, the only reason they haven't is because the job I do. Like, I do things other people don't like to do. So they kind of rely on me. We're trying to look like Malgus. Gross. He has the Malgus armor. Disgusting. I will go to HR and say that they harassing you for being sick. Yeah, they have the same rules. It's stupid. Those are like the rules from HR, so it's kind of like they don't care either.
Medical attention. Be well.
And he has a cool lightsaber. Fuck, that's that orange one. I forgot. I wanted to get that one. Oh boy, we got help. Look at all those Siths. Wait. I think one of them is a... No, they're all Siths. What the heck? and a crime lord. He has one of those, forgot what they're called, pics from those Tatooine pig thingies. Wonder if he bought that companion. Yeah, jobs are really hard to get down here. It's like when you land a job, it's like you gotta keep it because it's like really hard to find like a good job. Well, this is not a good job, but like the pay. Like it's really hard to get like a full-time job down here. And I want to have like 2 different jobs because I used to do that and it was fucking ass. And it has like my perfect schedule too. Like, we get our hours caught like 1 week a year because the manager we have doesn't know how to fucking manage shit. And so she wants to get her bonus, so she cuts people hours once a year so she could get her bonus, even though it's her fault why that department is like ass. I think it's fucking bullshit. Now, I could recover that money because I have some PTO time. So I could still like pay myself the money I'm supposed to get paid anyways. Jobs are hard to get everywhere. You hang on to that shit. Yeah. Like, the moment I get I find another good job, yeah, I'm leaving that. So I got so much tea from that job. The day I leave, I'm calling the cops on that place. I'm gonna be honest. So there was this manager that got caught on camera. Wait, give me a second. Let me kill this guy. So our third last manager, he got asked to move out of the store because he got caught in the camera making out with an underage person inside the store in that department floor. And I'm like, why don't they fire them? Why didn't they call the authorities? They just told him to transfer to a different store. I'm like, that's kind of bullshit. What the fuck?
Sure you'll be all right?
Yeah, I was working at Amazon delivery every year, like clockwork. They fire the scheduler. How I know they fire those people? My roots were would be fucked up. Yeah. Luck work. They fire the scheduler. How I know they fire those people? My routes will be fucked. Man. So I heard Amazon pays good, but like I heard I didn't work for Amazon, but I worked with someone that worked for Amazon. It was UPS. I fucking hated working there. That job was so exploitable. Ugh, they like to exploit people. We used to work full time, and they were breaking the laws. They used to make us work full time, and it was like you only got 10-minute break, and a lot of people used to like pee inside bottles because you had to go across the factory, and that counted as your break. So by the time you got to the break room, it was already almost time to go. So a lot of people were like eating bottles and shit and eat in the area. You had to like unload and load these trucks by yourself, like, and those trucks were huge, and you had to do them by yourself. It was fucking crazy. The only good thing was like you got weekends off. I got fired from it because I got injured, and the next day they told me to wear comfortable shoes, that they were gonna put me in an easier spot, and then they took that to an advantage, and they said they fired me for not bringing the right shoes, even though they told me to bring comfortable shoes that day, since I got injured because of something that was their fault. So I sued them. Because then after firing me, they didn't want to pay for my unemployment. Yeah, they didn't want to pay for my employment, and the whole thing that they did the fire thing is because they have a 15-year record of no one getting injured in the department. I will call the cops too. Yeah, my jobs app, because we gotta work through our phones. There's so many exploitable things that you could actually log into the manager's account if you really wanted to. Whoever designs that app is fucking ass. I forgot how I did it. I know I did it once, but I forgot what I did to get there. I know it was like a loophole. The app is badly designed. They were trying to get me to install that app in my personal phone, and I'm like, I'm not installing that app. Like, I've seen the term of service in that app. That app actually has the right to look at all your photos. I'm like, I'm not installing that shit in my personal phone. I made them provide me with a personal phone on my job right now. I'm like, yeah, I'm not installing that on my phone. You're gonna have to provide me a phone. Those term of service. Basically, they could track you even when you're not at work.
You sure you'll be all right?
That's, yeah, no.
What happens now?
I was supposed to have workers' comp, and they put me on light duty. They gave me a bogus address where I was supposed to work at. Damn. Yeah, the fucking work, it's like, these companies always try to get away with that. Get away with bullshit down here. Some of the times they do end up getting away with it. It's just bullshit. There's like loopholes and shit. I hate companies. They're so shit companies. Oh boy. Oh shit. Damn. His avatar fine as fuck. Never mind, it's ugly. I thought it looked fine for it. Look, I forgot. That's a Qatar, right? Those tiger people. That's what Juhani was. Why is it Qatar? No, I don't think that's what they're called. Qatar, or something like that. There's just species. Qatar. That's what they're called.
Sure you'll be all right?
Oh.
Nimag inagalepan.
Oh, we gotta kill one more. After 4 years later, they got class action sue, even though was subcontractor, they gave me money though. But that's good. You know what's fucked up? I've noticed that every time you sue these companies, there are companies that are known and they have a lot of money and they usually try to sheep out and you end up getting way less than you're supposed to. Like every time I sue a company or a job, it's always the same case. I was like, you should pay more. You guys are worth way more than that. I don't work there anymore. Well, yeah. My previous job, they had a policy that if you can't get fired. But this company, if you sue them, they fire you. I'm gonna put that shit the day I leave. That's why I'm going all in. The day I leave, they gonna get it.
You understand the futility of all of this. You claim the crystals for the Empire. They build their armada. We will find a way to detect it, to destroy it. And then, the Empire will build something bigger and better. On and on and on, until we destroy each other or the galaxy.
What's their obsession with destroying each other?
It's past time I ended you.
I figured you would say that.
I will report the BBB. What that? BBB? The big black book. Is that what that means? Oh, damn. Better business burial. Oh.
Sure you'll be all right?
Okay, let's kill him. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Bro, how the fuck I die? Oh, I gotta do my upgrades. Yeah, I probably gotta upgrade my gear for sure. If you have rights, you know, I will report anything they did or dumb. Keep it anonymous. If they wipe their butts from, report it. Anything, put a spotlight on them. I mean, I've reported it a few times though. One of the times they asked one of the managers to basically, well, I wasn't the first report. A lot of people were reporting him. He was like fucking with my schedule, and he purposely changed my schedule a day before I had to go off, and he made me work 7 days in a row. They should have fired his ass, I'll be honest. That should have been like, fire you, but because they're a manager and they pay so much for the training, they just asked him to go to a different store. Yo, what the fuck? He keeps blowing up. Damn it. Yeah, I'm like probably like 10 levels behind when it comes to upgrading my gear. Wait, is there a spot? I'm gonna have to stay here till I kill him. The armor looks kind of sick. Oh, heal me. Why is she not healing me? Oh, heal me. Bro, just fucking heal me. He's vanishing. Bro, you're not healing me. Dude, just heal me. Stop fucking trying to DPS. Dude, just fucking heal me. Just fucking heal me. She keeps fucking not healing me. She just keeps trying to do DPS. Just fucking stick to fucking healing, bro. Fucking annoying, bro. He's set on healer too. Oh. I'm gonna set her to damage. She's clearly not healing me, so she might as well be a DPS since she wants to. I don't think that's gonna go right. But because I don't have well, summon him. Yeah, I'm gonna summon him instead. That's damn it.
Bye.
Miss me, huh?
Heal me. Oh yeah, he's way better of a healer.
Not your time yet.
Yeah, he heals way better. Dude, just fucking heal me. Dude, just heal me! You're not fucking healing me. Why are these companions healing so slow? That is pissed off. Okay, I'm gonna just upgrade my fucking gear. Trash ass healing. Yeah, that's a lot of people here tonight. I only get upgrades. This is bullshit. Oh, whatever.
Looking to upgrade your arsenal?
Oh. Go or upgrade it.
Good hunting.
Okay, let's go back. There we go. Okay, now we upgrade our gear. Hopefully, we'll go there. And there's no close by point from here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go this way.
Protect the cargo at all costs! We must reach the front!
Okay, so we gotta go this way. Ah, okay, dude. Fuck. Dude, I look so cool with the vibrating eyes.
But I'd lost you there.
Let's test this out. Okay, let's try this now. Let's see.
You okay?
Let's see now. Yeah, I just needed to upgrade my gear then.
I suppose you think that if you just killed me, this will all be over. What did I tell you about destroying great men? The Empire will fail because it insists on being a set of individuals rather than a true citizenship. Because it insists on pushing everyone else to the margins. We pull the weak up and become stronger as a result.
Looks like it's your turn to die now.
heal me more. I'm gonna start getting stim packs or something. Not getting enough heals. I'm so happy now I don't have to go to jury duty. Dude, jury duty's ass. I got excused for it 2 times. One thing was cause like mental health, and the second one was because of mental health. The first one was cause, oh yeah, I was too biased, and the judge didn't like the response I gave. Yeah, it was clear he was guilty. This. This. Oh, Imperial classes. All right. Yeah, they always say, "Oh, we're not gonna call you in 10 years." And like freaking 4 years go by. I was like, "Oops, got called again to jury duty."
See anything you like?
What did I sell?
Come again?
All right.
I don't care what you have to do, Major. Find Malgus and find that fleet.
Admiral Shai is dead, and the crystal supplies secured.
Darth Malgus betrayed us. He's taken the Crystal Fleet.
Well,
Emperor
yeah.
knows where.
That's why I hate Malgus.
Malgus on the holonet.
The fucking piece of shit.
This better be good.
He's a shit
Fellow
Sith.
Sith,
Citizens
He's a
of the
coward.
Empire, too long the strength of the Empire has been beholden to the infighting of the Dark Council and the disappearance of an apathetic Emperor. Sith, children of Sith and warriors everywhere, I declare a new Empire, open to all who long for conquest, freedom from inhibition, and the right to follow their passions.
What does he think he's doing?
The Dark Council is dissolved. Those who would join Darth Seraphim in supporting me, cast aside your titles, and let me lead you to victory. Those who will not, prepare to face our stealth armada. The Emperor is gone. His station and power are mine. We will conquer the galaxy while the Emperor sleeps.
Malgus makes some good points.
Are you mad? The last thing the Empire needs is a civil war. If Malgus is able to construct the stealth armada, he'll be unstoppable. I know I've asked too much of you already, but this new Empire can't succeed. I need your help to stop Darth Malgus.
I don't like being betrayed.
Doing the Dark Council's work, he said. I will convene an emergency war council. Take this time to prepare for battle, then...
Wait, I don't want him to bring back the Dark
Darth
Council.
Malgus will not
Those
survive
people
this
suck.
day.
Not your time yet. What am I gonna do with this?
So.
Naim Ufjal of Jadins.
Of course I can handle that.
Yes, Master.
I will perform according to your exacting specifications, Master.
I'm honored that you ask.
Much view. All right. Woo 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 woo. Hi, Secret Fox. How you been? I'm good. How about you? T3. Well, we got to talk to T3. Talk to, I don't know, XT19. Oh, it's not a T3 unit. Oh, it's one of these.
I'll be there in but a moment.
Should have murdered the traitor when we had the chance.
Ah, my lord. You've worked alongside Malgus the Betrayer. Did you sense any signs of weakness?
Malgus is blind to the realities of the galaxy. When we smother his ideals, his new empire will crumble.
You're right, my lord. I wasted years serving Malgus. He even asked me to join.
I mean, he betrayed Raven.
I refused.
Of course.
But I should have spit in his face.
A true Imperial would have slain the traitor where he stood.
Regardless, the treacherous dog has stolen our Emperor's cloaked space station and fled into open space.
Sith's biggest weakness is always themselves. They literally kill each other over jealousy.
His ships came out of nowhere.
Only been a few of them that were actually smart.
Call for reinforcements. That gutless scum won't embarrass the Empire again.
If Malgus brought a stealth fighter here, the Empire will claim it.
You're right. A command fighter from Malgus's armada should have the station's coordinates on its nav computer.
Finally, the traitor slips up. Steal one of his ships, and you can fly it straight back to Malgus's hidden space station.
Find me a pilot and I'll secure that ship.
I would be proud to fly you into battle against the betrayer.
We need the Empire's top pilot for this mission, General.
I was commander of the Emperor's own attack squadron before joining the Guard. I will not fail you.
Then it's settled. General Hesker will help you seize the stealth fighter and fly you to Malgus's station.
I will prepare my ship at once.
Hesker will drop you on the front lines. You must tear through the betrayer's army to steal a ship from Malgus's fort.
Oh boy, this is gonna be
Lead
fun.
the Empire's defense, my lord. And if you find the leader of this invasion, destroy him.
Hey, noted.
Okay.
It's supposed to right here, right?
The Empire is a symbol of strength, respect, and purity. Darth Malgus mustn't corrupt that. Give the word, and we'll rain fire on the traitor's invading army.
There are only two ways back here. Stealth fighter or body bag.
A general of the Imperial Guard does not flinch.
I still have Windows on the other drive for now. It's just on maintenance status.
After that, I will provide air support. Now,
Just
to battle.
in case Microsoft
Malgus
gets
the
their
Betrayer
heads out of
will
their
fear the
asses.
Empire
Oh,
again.
true. Yeah, I don't think so. They fucking up. They did something else today. They're looking really bad. They contradicted themselves today on the we're not using AI to rewrite the operating system, but they actually are doing it. They got caught lying. Complete flash drive. Battle of Elam. Hey, how do I go there? Oh, alright. Wait. Wait. I'm supposed to complete this flashpoint? Wait, how does Q works? Wait. Wants a complete battle of Elam? That? Oh, what's that flashpoint at? Where's it lock? Wait, how the fuck Battle of Elam. Where is it? Wait, how I queue for that though? So can I do a solo? Like, what's it trying to tell me? So this is the flashpoint. Wait, will I get like AI assistant? Oh, so I'm already in it. Wait, if it's part of the story where I get assistant?
The M give
There are
a jet once now.
We may share an enemy with the Republic, but that doesn't mean you should trust them.
Oh, it's not NPCs.
Travel route. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Wait, how I complete this though?
Destroy the traitor's army. I'll cover you from the sky.
Wait, I think I'm supposed to do this in a group, right? Oh, okay. So yeah, I can do a solo.
Trenches look like an alien shooting gallery from up here. They're fools to support Malgus.
Shit. These dungeons are huge in this game. Man, this is a dungeon? It's fucking huge. This is huge for a dungeon. Other people skip both of this in the flashpoints. Assuming I have to kill this guy.
Bring honor to Emperor Malgus. I am Chieftain Velasu Greg, uniter of the Kalish tribes and bane of the old empire.
Oh.
What trophy will I claim from you? An ear? Your weapons? Malgus will honor me for your death.
Oh.
shamed you.
Damn, this is a big ass dungeon. Shit.
Enemy comm channels are lighting up. Apparently Darth Malgus' right hand is approaching Ilum.
Oh, damn it. Alright. Jeez, how am I gonna get across the room like this? So big. He said Home Depot. It sounded like that. Oh, there's two of them now. Home Depot. I swear it sounded like he said that. Huh. That's gonna be hard to kill by myself. Holy shit. Oh, we gotta go up there. Come on. That's a Mexican alien. The Home Depot. Ace.
We can't breach the shields. Disable the generators and we'll come in heavy.
Good, disable generator. Got it. Okay. think we got 2 more generators. Running Linux full time have been for a while. No thought of going back to Microsoft. Yeah, this is usually how it goes. Once you get the taste of freedom, it's hard to go back. Yeah. If I had one of those double lightsaber, I'll slice myself in half. I just don't want Red Hat controlling everything. I pretty got to get rid of anti-cheat to make Linux just for Linux. Yeah, I was thinking the only solution they really can is like changing how they approach kernel level anti-cheat. It's just like not have kernel level anti-cheat because it's been proven to be problematic. Not only that, it's freaking security. It's literally a vulnerability. So I feel like with everything that's happened, devs eventually are gonna change it. Oh, of course, I hate anti-cheat. I don't hate I just hate kernel level anti-cheat. That's the one that I freaking hate. Like, I don't mind if it runs in the user mode level. I just hate when it runs at the kernel level.
Stealth fighter's tracking me. No, it's a command ship. He's skilled. Somebody get this. Come on. Ah, shield out. Engines blast. I'm going down. I'm going.
I don't want to cheat in games. I hate Linux anti-cheat drama. Yeah, that's because the developers don't want to support it.
I foresaw your arrival, my lord.
God damn!
Welcome.
Rat like the devil! Like me. I don't want to
Ilum is stained with Imperial blood.
What's Malgus?
As we
I want
speak,
his
your
ass.
army falls to the superior strength of Malgus's force. I'm afraid I was forced to swat down your attack squadron. Troublesome brats had the gall to bomb my base. I hope they weren't friends of yours.
Aside from the
It's
traitors
been
of the
proven
Empire,
Colonel
who are
Level
you?
Assassin does
I
not
am
like
Darth
the
Saravin,
latest
right
Battlefield.
hand to Emperor
Oh yeah.
Malgus, emissary and friend to the Force.
She seeks your stealth fighter.
Thank you, my dear.
Yeah,
Al-Siko
they start
is a Voss
interacting with
mystic.
each other, and if
Soon
you
she
have like
will
a certain
experience a vision
different
of
game
Voss
with a different level
prosperity
Colonel
under
level
Emperor
anti-cheat,
Malgus.
then the
Then
Battlefield
all
one
Voss
won't
will
work.
join us.
They basically are fighting over your piece.
It's past time I ended you.
Come, Al-Siko. Let us destroy this Imperial filth.
I only observe and honor the victor.
In that case, Al-Siko, observe how I destroy the Imperial scum.
Oh shit! This dual fake song is playing right now. Let's get rid of it.
Your death, the Voss will join us.
Here we go.
Diplomacy doesn't permit much bloodshed. How I've missed this.
Dang, he has some fat ass heals. Alright. Yeah, he keeps vanishing. Why is it?
Al-Siko, I have failed you.
Alright. Did we beat it?
Darth Saravin was a Voss friend. Now he is gone.
I imagine Colonel level anti-cheat not open. Well, no, it's not.
Repeat, this is General Hasker. Do you read me?
Yeah, Linux wouldn't allow that. Because, like, it basically asks for root access. That's like, you don't want to fuck with that.
I heard Seraven shoot.
I ejected at the last minute. My injuries are minor, but my ship was a complete loss.
We're done
Inform
here.
the Grand Moff that Darth Seraven is dead, and his stealth ship now belongs to the Empire.
I don't think so, because we still gotta defeat Malgus, I think.
And we found survivors. Shall I dispose of them?
Spare us and my people join the Empire.
Leave no survivors, Hesker. Anyone who supports Malgus must die for their treason. I'm afraid that includes you.
No!
A just end for the traitors. Grand Moff Regus already plots our next assault. Secure the stealth fighter and prepare to slay the false emperor.
Alright, before we finish it. Turn to Grand Moff. So, do we live through here? Wait, how we leave this place? Through there, right? The heck? That was a weird window resizing. Okay, so we finished the dungeon. We gotta go. This. Oh, it's part of the story then.
Welcome back, my lord. General
My
Hester
lord.
spoke highly of your performance.
Traitor Seraven deserved his death. The Voss made him weak.
Thanks to you, we've secured his stealth fighter, complete with coordinates to Malgus's cloaked station. General Hester is prepping it for your final assault.
Malgus will realize our plan if we don't move quickly.
The stealth fighter will be ready shortly. But first, moments after Darth Seraven's defeat, we received this message from the betrayer.
Congratulations, Regus. Your servant has won Ilum, but victory still eludes you. I have harnessed the Foundry's power. Once its droids assemble my stealth armada, I will crush what remains of your empire with one blow.
I can't wait to wipe that smile off the traitor's face.
Good. We can't afford to delay any longer.
Execute him! No, it's not open source.
Our fleet will track your vessel as General Hester flies you to the Betrayer station. Once you're safely inside, we will attack. Darth Thanaton was a precursor to this moment, my lord.
That
Crush the
Thanaton
false
was another
emperor,
bitch.
and his revolution will crumble.
I had to chase him across the galaxy. Okay, I gotta complete another flashpoint. I got time for this. I gotta go to bed real soon. Okay, I'll complete. They're gonna make me complete all these flashpoints or whatever. So I guess that's an introduction, that expansion or whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna go watch some video. That is like pre-requirement. What's going on the internet? No sleep for you. Oh, I have to. I've been out of sleep. Why I love Linux. So sure. That's a lie. He never met Nihilus. He met Darth Nihilus. This is not canon.
I am whole. You see only.
It's AI generated. I figure.
To me, all the reasons people give me why they
I don't care. Oh, speaking of the devil, I literally made a video on that shit. See, look. Maybe I should fix the thumbnail. I made a video. That shit is gonna get posted soon. That's it. Yeah. See, I got that video rating right here. Wait. Look at that thumbnail. I literally made a video on that, but I haven't posted it yet because I like posting my videos at 5 a.m. But yeah. My thumbnail. Where did I put that thumbnail? I feel like I should have gone for something more colorful. What's it? Thumbnails. Slop. Yeah, that's the thumbnail I made for that shit. Speaking of the devil. What's it? Escuchaste la mejor noticia. Y si hablo español, ya sabes por qué lo hago. Jaja.
Hello. What do you think I was missing, ladies and gentlemen? No. It's the start of a new year, ladies and gentlemen. Had to put the old hat on because, yeah, it's time to uninstall that old Windows this year, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get some good, positive changes in our life going. Now, you know, ladies and gentlemen, I've been talking about Linux for a fair bit. You know, I've always made it my cope session to begin with, but it really isn't a cope anymore.
I have not watched this video. Yeah, me neither. I haven't watched it. I literally just saw him posted it. He posted it like 3 hours ago. Yeah, I've been gaming and editing past 3 hours.
When you kind of realize that the future of Microsoft is basically kind of scary. And I don't know about you guys, but this is the CEO of Microsoft, and he was begging.
Yeah, I literally made a video on this shit. Yeah, he's basically saying like, do not hear the multi-billion companies stop calling calling it AI slop or some shit like that. Like he was bitching about this and then about a bunch of other posts. Like they literally contradicted themselves in so many things. So yeah, Windows is pretty much being rewritten by AI. Like it's so fucking retarded. AI is a slop. Yeah, it is. He's so mad that people keep calling it and he keeps crying about it and being like, oh, people need to accept this, or I hope people become more accepting. No one's going to be accepting of being forced to have an AI spying on you, taking pictures of your desktop and sending it. Like, who the fuck in the right mind is okay with that? No, it's not gonna happen. You're not gonna normalize. You're never gonna normalize, and you keep coping. Like, I don't know what this guy's thinking.
People to stop calling
it's just
all
pathetic.
of the AI crap that they're pushing slop. You know, he says we need to get beyond the arguments of slop versus sophistication. Ooh, is it a cognitive amplifier, as he says?
Big boy words.
I don't really know. You know, the thing that's most annoying about any of these AI tools is the fact that I have to constantly fact check and verify its outputs. If I have to put that level of brain matter into actually verifying everything.
No, I find it really stupid. Like, I know I like Larian, don't get me wrong, but so one of the people that work at Larian was saying that he uses AI. He uses AI to write articles and he has to constantly correct the AI and constantly go back and use AI to help him, then correct the errors of the AI, and it takes him longer. I'm like, first things first. If you can't write an article, maybe you shouldn't have that job. Second, what's the point of using AI if it's going to take you way more time? Like, that kind of defeats the point of quote, but what's that word they use? Progression. Basically, like, it helps you. Whatever words, a word that helps you. Something that helps you. It's not really helping you if you take way longer to do it. Like, I don't get it. I'm gonna be honest, I use AI to generate porn. I am paying for no OF.
I might as well have just done it myself.
Stop trying to make it happen. Never gonna. Yeah, it's really like people are not gonna accept it.
To begin with, right? Obviously, they don't
make with correct mistake with AI. That AI makes a mistake. It's all insufficient. Yeah, that's the word I was looking. Insufficient. Like, it doesn't help you. It's just, it makes everything longer. It's just stupid. I think even for AI is slop. Yeah, it is.
don't like the term microslop, okay? They really don't. This anytime
Microslop.
Microsoft sees this word together, it burns some of the top leadership. And you know what? I'm glad that it does, because I don't want Microsoft to fail. A lot of people sit here and think that I love watching.
I do. I want them to fail. Sorry, I had to bring a Trump reference. You guys remember when Trump was like, when Charlie Kirk's wife was like, I forgive my enemies and my husband's killer, and then Trump just grabbed the mic and he said, I don't forget my enemies. That's literally me with Windows. He wants it to succeed. I don't. I do too. Bro, left my ass off. It's sufficient. Oh yeah, I don't want them to succeed. I want them to burn down to the ground, so I could keep making videos about it.
Windows fail. And I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely fucking do, okay? Let's not shift gears and try to pretend.
Mudahar. Treason it is. Wait. Don't make me pull the lightsaber. Don't commit treason, Mudahar. Ever since they kill Arrow and put Windows 8, they're done. Yeah, that's why I laugh. I left doing Windows 8. I was like, what the fuck is this fucking Microsoft Windows Phone slot? Like, it was made like for a touchscreen. Like, I didn't like the direction they were going. I was like, oh, so you guys are gonna try to make everything enterprise. And then Windows 10 came, and at first it wasn't telemetry, then it was forced telemetry. And then I'm like, yeah, 11. Then in 10, there's already rumors that the AI and the co-pilot thing, that's been around for like years, and then it actually happened. Micro Limp should never existed. I mean, I think Microsoft did a lot of good things, but like these days, not so much. They're burning their brand now.
Tend to be morally superior. No. I actually enjoy watching the failure and implosion that happens over at Microsoft.
See, he changed his sport. He's like, actually, no, I actually do like seeing them destroy. Yeah, base.
I actually enjoy watching the failure and implosion that happens over at Microsoft anytime they try to push this kind of crap. But I'm also somebody that knows that having healthy competition is important. We all need competition, right? Microsoft needs to be able to compete and be on their toes when Apple's catching up, and they need to all be on their toes when Linux is starting to catch up in a lot of places. And catch up it actually is. Not the condiment, ladies and gentlemen, it's position. Now, there's a lot of versions of Linux out there, and, you know, we could talk, our days off looking at the entire Linux tree.
There's way too many.
I'm a normal human being, and I think most people who just...
There's way too many distros, I'll be honest. Bill Gates stole MS-DOS. Yeah, because he buy, like, the license or whatever.
Just want to use their computer.
From the author. Oh, wait, he actually stole it? I always thought that he bought it.
Computers. Nobody's jumping into the esoteric versions of Linux like Amogus or, Hannah Montana operating systems. There are certain types. There's
funny thing. When I know a story, I don't know if you know this one, but the Xbox exists because a bunch of developers actually wanted to make a console and Bill Gates wasn't interested in it, like a gaming console. So these developers actually went behind Bill Gates' back and they stole the kernel for Windows, and then that's how they started developing the Xbox with the Windows kernel.
Red Star
He freaked out. He was mad.
Operating system. If you truly enjoy being spied on and controlled, use North Korea's operating system. But if you're somebody that generally wants to know what the best starting point is, there's obviously a few trees that are out there, and I've been there since basically the beginning of time. You've got things like Debian Linux, which is probably where I kind of started off with. You probably heard of names like
Debian. God damn, I remember back in the days that fucking page was so disorganized. Like, good luck finding the ISO file on that page. Like, it used to be like that because they made it like old school on purpose for nostalgia purposes. I don't know if it still looks like that. I started with Arch.
Like Ubuntu. You probably heard of names like Arch Linux. Generally speaking, there's no right answer. To me, the best answer that I can provide is pick the one
used
that
to
has
be disorganized.
most people using it.
Oh yeah.
Okay? Just pick.
I remember their page was a fucking mess. It was like spaghetti, some shit.
The one that has a large community, because you don't want to be on something that is so out there that, getting it updated for security stuff, let alone actual software, is annoying. You just want something that is supported by the community and is generally the most used system out there. I fucking love this meme. Microsoft is a corporation that turns CEO 30% of their code written by AI into all these issues. Now, one of the reasons why uninstalling Microsoft
pretty
and switching to
accurate
Linux
meme.
is important is because I think last year has been such an exhaustingly negative year for Windows, where it seemed like every month some new update broke their system. And it really makes you question, right? Like, a lot of the big misinformation around Linux was that it requires a Harvard degree to operate, or it breaks incredibly easily. And while some things can be true, I will say that if we're at a point where a commercial system like Windows is breaking this much, is it really bad to be using the open source alternative that, yeah, it can break, but at least you don't have to sit there with surgical, like, fucking, like, tools every single update?
Like, I don't know. Some people, like, I remember when I decided to, like, fully embrace Linux. See, my thought through my mind was like, because the thing is, a lot of people get stuck like, oh, I need the software. And for me, I wasn't too reliant on software. For me, the main thing was certain games I used to play. But I'm like, well, these games are going to shit anyways. And at the same time, I was like, well, I think I'd rather have privacy, take back my privacy. I think my what I said was like, my privacy is more important to me than playing a kernel level anti-cheat game that I like. That's why I was like, yeah, fuck it. Like, I think that's more important. Like, actually having your info safe. Come on, they killed Windows 10 on purpose so they could force people to buy new PC systems. Yeah, they actually had a deal with, like, they did have a deal with, I think it was like CPU companies and GPU companies and motherboard companies. But they've never done that before. Usually, yes, they'll force you and cut support for different versions of Windows. They always done that, but they've never made it where you're forced to buy certain computer. But you could bypass it, but it's not guaranteed that it's gonna work in the future. I mean, you could always bypass the specs requirements as long as you have TPM 2, I think it is. But yeah, there's that. The average person is not gonna know that.
Getting rid of all the bloat and spyware to begin with. I mean, come on now. Now, I've shown you that there's plenty of popular Linux installations like Bazite, for instance, which I actually have installed in my Mudabox console downstairs. And generally, this basically turns any computer into like kind of a console-like system where you can just hit the power button, connect a controller, and never even need to really use a keyboard mouse past the initial
I feel like the only Windows that they didn't force people to actually switch to was actually Windows 8, but it's because Microsoft literally admitted that Windows 8 was bad. It was so bad that they kept supporting Windows 7. And then 10 came, and that's when they started, you know. But I can't really customize it. Yeah, I don't like immutable distros, because, like, I mean, you can, but it makes it harder for you to, like, customize things because they don't want you touching that. It's like babying you. Like, it's okay for a regular user that don't know what they're doing, but if you're a power user, I don't know. I don't like it. I've always been a power user, even when I was new to Linux. I'm like, yeah, I don't like things babying me. If I break something, I want to know how to fix it.
Installation to actually use this device. Now, this is a immutable Linux distribution, which means that at any moment you can actually roll back. So that's a pretty novel concept, right? Imagine if an update comes out on your system that just breaks something. Well, because this is image-based and immutable, you can actually roll back to earlier versions of the installation. Now, this is just one style. The other one that I've actually seen sort of pushed around is something known as Fedora Linux. Now, Fedora Linux is one of the most popular sort of distributions. I think.
Now, I'll be honest. I've actually tried Fedora. Like, I did it as a joke, but I tried it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not a Debian-based type of person. I'm more of like an Arch-based type of person, or just Arch. I use vanilla Arch and shit. But Fedora is that one distro I actually like that's outside of Arch. Like, I've tried it once, and I'm like, you know what? This is not that bad. I tried Fedora immutable distro. Hated it. Oh yeah, I didn't try the immutable one.
It's kind of.
I tried the rolling release one.
The new distribution to get the general normie into the door. Now, there's other things like CachyOS that I've shown
Linus
you,
uses
but
Fedora.
I'm gonna kind of
Linus
dive
Torvalds.
away from this just to show you something that's more general purpose, right? Not more gaming focused. Now, to download this is incredibly easy. You can pick any of these options. Typically, you probably want the workstation, which is the general Fedora system, or you can download the KDE Plasma,
Yeah,
which
that's
is
the
what
one
I'm going to
I
download
got
because
that
the
one
actual
time.
user interface
KDE.
is pretty similar to Microsoft Windows. And if you're going to be uninstalling Windows and switching to something, you probably want to switch to something that feels somewhat familiar. Now, downloading this is pretty simple. You download the actual, ISO for your specific system. For most computers, it's probably going to be the x86 64 systems. If you have one of those like new Snapdragon, sort of like,
Fuck, bro, I can't wait till I can't wait till like ARM CPUs get so good to the point people start actually using for gaming, and games actually start supporting it without like that translation layer to x86 that freaking well as it Valve did. Because the thing is, ARM CPUs are literally the future. Like when it comes to Linux, you know how when you have like a regular CPU under Linux, your CPU gets utilized more than it's supposed to. Well, under ARM CPUs, what I heard from Linus Torvalds, they respect the way that Linux is built, because since they're like meant for like servers and shit, like what I heard from him is they work perfectly. They get along perfectly when it comes to Linux.
Copilot computer.
And Linux owns like the, I'll say the S tier license to ARM, so they can actually customize the drivers really well. Because like Linus has like a hard on for ARM CPUs. That's why the compatibility for ARM CPUs on Linux is so freaking good. I want ARM stuff, but them not being able to game breaks both my ARM. Ha ha, funny. Yeah, I mean, once it becomes normalized, games are gonna start supporting it pretty much. Haha, I get it. Yeah, I know, I get it.
Computers. Arch 64 is probably going to be for you because those are that's
They're
the actual
easier to
CPU,
manufacture, too.
architecture. And of course, if you've got like older PPC systems, you can download this. So it's easy to
The PP.
download these tools and then go download a program called Belina Etcher. And as long as you have a flash drive, probably 8 gigs is about more than you need, you can just install or burn the ISO to this device. Now, once you actually want to, use Linux, you can connect this device to your computer, and while you're powering on your system, you can hit one of the keys on your computer to get into something known as a boot menu.
Bro, he sounds like a Jehovah's Witness. Have you heard about Tux Our Savior?
And if it detects this flash
Buddha's
drive,
gonna come knock on your door.
Just boot into
Have you
Fedora
installed
and
Linux?
actually browse the system,
Install
right?
Linux.
So a lot of these Linux systems comes with live exploration capability, so you don't have to commit to anything if you want to play around and see how things work. But once you feel that this
he has a 4K monitor
is right for you, you can go to the desktop, click the install functionality, and then, of course, it takes literally minutes to get this going. All you really have to do is provide what username you want, a password, give it your locale settings, tell it what you want to do to your hard drive, and within literal minutes, the thing is actually installing. And there's no need to connect to any form of internet service for this or build a Fedora account, unlike Microsoft, where you actually have to make Microsoft accounts now. A lot of the actual ways that they're sort of clamping down on for people to not use the internet to install a fucking operating system to their desktop, which is insane, by the way, when you really think about it. Yeah, Linux doesn't really do any of that. It actually treats you with a lot of respect.
That means I could get one of them flash and put it in my doomsday bunker. Bro, I'm not kidding. I have 8 flash drives with a backup of Arch where it doesn't require internet connection. I have 8 of them, and every month I update all the ISOs and all the flash drive. I'm like, bro, if shit goes down, I'm gonna be able to install Arch anywhere. Have you ever heard of Open Mandriva? Yeah, I think I heard was it Laundric Journal talk about that one once. If I have to go DNF, I'll use that. The Wayland version, only complaint I have about is that it's so difficult to get the ISO. Oh, one of those pages.
Says, hey, Do you want to just keep things local on your system? Well, you can just stick there, and there's no detriment to your user experience at all. And once everything is gone, ladies and gentlemen, it looks actually like really smooth. Now, this is a system where I've had Fedora installed, and it's super clean. There is very little bloat installed into the system, and the reason I say bloat is some people say that having an actual desktop environment is bloat these days, which is kind of crazy, but that's
The
where
download
we're
for
at.
me goes KVS speeds unreadable. Oh, unbearable.
So immediately when you start off, it's super kind. It tells you this is
That probably means it's secure. Like it's private when you download it.
running Plasma, which is the desktop system. It's actually Fedora. You go through next, it'll tell you that things are incredibly simple. Literally, this is the start button for the system, the application launcher. This is the system settings. This is where you install new applications. This is the file browser, the internet browser, and of course the program you have running. And that's as simple as things need to be. So of course it'll tell you what programs we recommend you install, how you install programs, and of course how much information you want to share. And by default, because Linux respects, a lot of these distributions respect your privacy, that shit is disabled. But if you wanted to give it every single thing possible, that's up to you. It's your choice. And of course, if it wants you to have access to proprietary software, which, you know, you might want, especially if you're doing things
Oh
like
wait, it lets you enable the repository from the install. Oh, that's cool.
gaming,
That's
you
like
can
repo,
very
right?
consent to enabling third-party
Yeah.
repositories and providing it the password it needs. So done. There you go. It's that
From
easy,
the
ladies and
installation.
gentlemen. And once it's done, you just enjoy that shit and move on with your life. Yeah, there you go, boys. It's just that simple. Oh, Muda, but what about updating the bastard? I thought you need to open up that scary fucking terminal.
Cause Fedora has like like that little icon right there and lets you update
Nope.
everything off one
You can
click.
just click this little update button right here and boom, it'll do it for you. So you can see right here when it opens up the actual Discover store, it'll tell you, hey, you've got 899 packages that need to
Wait, Fedora. Wait, so Fedora installs everything through. Wait, is it integrated with your system updates? Because it's in the store. Wait, so does it only use Flatpaks then? People should just focus on Arch, CachyOS, Debian, and Fedora bases. Keep it simple for new people. Yeah, I always recommend Cachy. Like, I don't know. Like, I know for Arch, it's hard to recommend it to newers unless you're a thinker. But like, you can never go wrong with Cachy.
be upgraded. Now within the same store, you can also install other packages. So obviously if you're a gamer, you can install things like Steam simply by searching for Steam here or installing. You can also find things like Discord and install it this way too. Now, of course, if you want the more traditional way, you can also go to the internet and find software as well too. So for instance, if you don't like the actual browser they provide you, Firefox, you can download things like the Helium browser. Let's say you don't like any of the AI stuff that people are putting in. I've actually seen this
Helium browser. What's that?
This browser come with some pretty like awesome functionalities, all without what they claim, no bloat, no ads, no nothing.
It looks
And
nice.
in some cases, it's as simple as downloading what is an app image, which is very similar to just downloading a program off the internet anyways. When it comes to Linux, there's
If I had to go Basai, I'll go Fedora, right? CachyOS makes Basai unnecessary. Yeah, it really does. I love the meta packages. Like, just one command, you install everything you need for gaming, and like the creator packages. Like, I like the meta packages because it bundles everything you need, so you don't gotta like install 100 million things. Well, not
Many different
really 100 million, but like all things separate and stuff.
ways to install programs. You can go through the terminal, you can go through the inbuilt app store, which is Discover in most cases, or you can download files off the internet. So for instance, I downloaded this, it downloads a 135 megabyte file. I open up the directory and it can be as simple as just opening this. So in this case, it'll actually ask you, do you want to launch the file?
I wanna-
And of course,
I wanna
I'll
check
launch it
that
because it is
browser.
an executable file. And again, it will ask you just a couple times, are you sure? Are you sure, pal? And just hit continue, and boom, it should work. So here it is, the actual application has started. And my God, it actually feels really smooth. So you can just go over here and browse the internet as God really intended. And it has all the ad blocking functionalities that one could ever want completely built right in.
Is it new?
But yeah, to go back to the updates, it's simple as just hitting that big old update button and letting it do it in the background. And of course, that's just the computer doing it for you.
I think it's a
You can
new
just sort of
browser,
minimize
right?
it, watch it, do whatever you need. And because Linux is one of those systems that respects the user, you're not going to see your computer completely blank out. If you do have to
Yeah, it's in
restart,
beta.
it'll usually notify
It
you
is
that the
new.
updates require
new
a restart.
browser.
Now, I'm not a Fedora user, okay? I'm somebody that uses CachyOS. And for the most part, Linux distributions, you know, you can kind of mix and match. And generally speaking, there's not one that's usually better than the other. A lot of these things
Yeah, so it's still
do
in beta.
come with their better functionalities. But as I always say, just use the one that's most
I'm gonna wait till
supported.
it's
The
like
reason I showed
fully
you guys
done.
Fedora is that it's supported by a lot of people.
If you
just
want
in the
Debian based,
community,
go with
but also it has a
PicoOS.
lot of backing
It's
from some
CachyOS
pretty big,
equivalent distro.
well-funded sources as well, like Red Hat Enterprise Linux. So you generally know that the experience
Red
is going
Hat.
to be good and it's going to be a stable system and it won't really go anywhere. Fedora's been around for a long fucking time, as is Ubuntu, as is some of the top distributions that are there. Really?
No, I say Fedora. I was like, with Fedora. I mean, not Fedora. Red Hat. I was like, Red Hat. Isn't that like enterprise? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Red Hat.
Really, the best thing you can do is if you find a Linux distribution, maybe throw a couple bucks their way in terms of donations, because remember, these are not big multi-billion-dollar companies like Microsoft. Every little bit goes towards helping them out, maybe hosting a server here and there too. So if you can afford it, feel free to donate, right? It's up to you. If you can't, well, just spread the word and use their system. Now, in some cases, Linux is not always free from negativity. Remember, you always have to be careful when it comes to downloading software as well.
Bruh, Linux has more drama than a Jeffree Star T channel. Like, bruh, I find some new developer drama every day. It's so many that I'm like, bro, I can't cover all this drama. It's just way too much. There's so many controversies constantly. I love it. I love gossip.
Too. In recent cases, unfortunately, when it comes to things like Linux, there have been issues where computer viruses have been found in things like the OR. So if you use something like Arch Linux or CachyOS, the OR is the Arch user repository.
Yeah, these are obviously, yeah, these are viruses. You could tell. Labor will fix bin. Have you seen anything like this in the AUR? That's like a malicious package. Oh, see, look, it says it right there. Yeah, as soon as I saw that name, I'm like, yeah, that's a red flag. Like, that's clearly a virus or someone doing something malicious. Possibly as much drama as Epstein file, allegedly.
So if Arch Linux doesn't actually have software sitting in the repository, you can go to the OR and download a program from there. But typically this involves that you actually read through the script that the program runs to install the software. And sometimes those scripts can contain remote access Trojans. So don't let anybody sit there and tell you Linux doesn't have viruses. It's about as stupid as when Apple used to say Macs don't get fucking viruses. They absolutely do. Everything can get a virus.
Any
The only
distro
reason
plus
Microsoft
Flatpak,
is
let's
targeted
go.
more is because it's still the dominant desktop operating system of choice.
Yeah.
But even when it comes to Linux,
I personally try to avoid Flatpaks, but it's because I do a lot of multitasking. I don't want to like, because I know it puts overheads. Like if I'm using like a Flatpak app while I'm gaming, it creates like a small overhead, and I'm super like picky when it comes to that. I'm like, bro, I'm running too much shit. I need to ease. Like the only way I'll use Flatpak is if the package is broken.
viruses have been found in things like Firefox patches, your actual web browsers, which is what
Usually
most
I end
people
up
use
fixing it.
on their system. But when it comes to things like gaming, guys, I'm gonna be completely real with you. I think the gaming is pretty much where it's at. So for a lot of people out there, I know that you'll probably say, but Muda, I wish I could play this game, but there are some anti-cheats that don't work. And
Oh,
yes,
yeah, but Flatpaks are way more safe because they're containerized. So it doesn't really touch anything else. So if you want to be more secure, then yeah, Flatpak is pretty secure.
there are some issues with games like Call of Duty, like Battlefield, or Rainbow Six Siege or Grand Theft Auto Online that just won't work because the anti-cheat doesn't support Linux. And, you know, I'm at this point in my life
Talking
where
about
if
that, let
companies
me
don't
change my
wanna support
translation
Linux,
layer on my game.
I can spend my money towards companies that do. Now, on my Linux system, I'm playing a whole
There's a
bunch
new
of different
Proton.
games right here. So I've got, you know, all these Resident Evil games, which I'm kind of on a Resident Evil kick. I've got independent games like Vane that run absolutely great. I've got games that run natively on Linux like Half-Life 2. And more importantly, I've got really popular multiplayer games like Arc Raiders.
Bro, I can't, like, I have, like, really OCD when it comes to, like, game icons. Like, if I see game icons, I'm like, no, bro, no. I don't like feeling disorganized. I don't have nothing on my desktop. Look, this is my desktop. I only have a trash bin. That's the only thing I have there. Actually, I don't even know why I have it since I do the whole trash thing through the terminal. So I don't even know why I have it there. I think I'm just used to seeing it there.
That run absolutely flawless on my system. Now, Arc Raiders works, its anti-cheat works underneath Linux, and it seems like they support the actual community, which is why I decided to
They found malware in the AUR. Yeah,
my actual
it got
money.
removed
You know,
though.
you don't have to necessarily play the games that aren't supported. Now, I get it. There's some people that can't live without fucking Fortnite, and I'm
That's
sure
also
that's true.
I don't
And
have
those
nothing
cases,
in
yeah,
it.
stick to Windows. But generally, even for games that do tend to do this, I kind of just play them on like a PlayStation 5 anyways. Just I install the game there because really, do you want to give a video game that much access into your system where it's running the most invasive level
A
of permanency
PlayStation.
on your devices? Probably not. I don't feel comfortable. So if games don't want to support me by doing that, by not letting them have that access, then that's fine. I don't really care. Ultimately, that's kind of up to you, the user. Now, back in the day, I used to show you methods where I could install virtual machines onto my actual Linux distribution and run games underneath them. And while that's still very possible, unfortunately, a lot of anti-cheats have clamped down on that method because of, unfortunately, hackers. So even though that technically was a way to bypass the anti-cheat woes,
Yeah, I used to do this
unfortunately,
actually
unless you're
myself.
running Microsoft Windows natively on your system, it's not going to be something
The
that,
Bluetooth
you're gonna
device
be
is ready to
bypassing.
pair.
And if you do find a method and it's not official, prepare to actually face a ban from an online platform. And I know some people probably won't enjoy that. But
That's
for a lot
how
of
I got
games
banned
like
from
Halo Master
Apex.
Chief Collection and a lot of indie games like The Last Caretaker,
Call of
things
Duty
do tend to
also.
work pretty well. In fact, I've kind of noticed that when it comes to older games, like, you know, anything from like the 2000s or 2010s, or even before that, it's actually easy to install them and run them underneath Wine, which is, again, the tool Linux uses to run Windows applications underneath Linux, right? It translates system calls on the fly. But again, you don't have to play games that are like 20 years old. You can play things like Resident Evil Village, which are actually released in the last few years, and get a quick idea of like where the gaming side of Linux is kind of taken. So loading up these games and running them at pretty good settings. So mind you, I have some mods running over here too, which we'll get to. These mods allow me to add things like ultra-wide, for instance, too. And yes, modding is also very possible underneath modern day Linux as well too. So
Yeah,
again, for the
manually.
most part, playing this video game works
I mod everything
effectively
manually.
as well as, well,
I don't want to deal with
playing
mod
it on Windows
managers.
anyways. And again, this is not running the
I hate mod managers. I see mod managers are so fucking. I know I get that people like them, but like under Linux, a lot of the mod managers just don't fucking work. I'm like, I should do it manually to spare me the pain.
game at lower than possible settings. Obviously, underneath the options for the game too, I have things like not HDR because I
Even
don't have
on
that
Windows,
on
I did
HDR
that.
on these monitors.
Because even when I used to use Windows, like Nexus mod, for some freaking reason, it overwritten certain mods, and then my mods weren't working, and they were loading in the wrong order. When I do it manually, I have like no issues, since I know, like, you know, Coruscant Force works perfect. Yeah, but is it supported for all games or no?
It's not an OLED monitor. I tend to find that HDR sucks. Like here, I've got all the ray tracing set to high. Everything is pretty much enabled. And while the ray tracing can definitely cost more performance penalties on your Linux system, simply due to how some of those NVIDIA drivers may work, generally speaking, as you're seeing, it's very playable. The
That game looks
experience
like
is
shit.
Quite honestly, as fluid as I would have experienced entirely on Windows anyways. The
Yeah,
UI is kind of
stuttering
fucked
a
up
little
because
bit.
of the mod. But yeah, anyways, to go to the mod here, if we
Dude,
actually show it
Buddha,
to you,
up
yes,
your
you
bit
can
rate.
mod Linux games as well too. But one
He
of
needs
the
to up
issues
the
that
bit
kind of
rate in his
exists with Linux
videos.
modifications is that you do kind of have to learn how
Minecraft and
these
WoW.
things work. So that mod that
That's
I
the
was using
only game I use it for, or Warcraft, because the more manager actually works. Yeah, I use WoW up for that, but like,
using RE
I don't
frame
think I'm touching WoW in a while.
framework, for instance, allows you to just download this tool and drag and drop it into the actual file browser if you run Windows. But you can do the same thing on Linux. However, you do have to make sure that when you're launching the game underneath things like Steam, for instance, or any launcher,
Oh yeah,
you
for
pass
mods.
through things like this command,
Yeah, I
which
always do that.
allows the actual Wine or Proton to switch or override DLLs with the mod that is provided. If you don't do this, mods don't work. Sometimes it can just completely break a fucking game. So you have to understand when you're modding games, there is definitely some user experience. There's definitely some learning required. But even in the future, right, there are actual mod tools right from places like Nexus that are slowly taking some of the most popular modding, like
Right. You wanna see my launch option command? Well, let me see. Look. This is every game, this is why I run for my launch option. I run this long ass command for all my games. Look at that. Look at that whole command. This all this is my launch option. I'm the launch option king.
Games like Cyberpunk 2077 and allowing users to easily mod them underneath Linux as well too. So for instance, within Cyberpunk 2077, I have had this many mods installed.
That
onto
doesn't
my
work.
system, and
That
it's as
mod
simple as
manager
actually
does
just
not
hitting
work
that
for
big
me.
play button and playing a modded version of Cyberpunk running underneath Linux. So something that used to be somewhat difficult to do is also becoming easier as
That mod
time goes
manager
on.
does not work
Now,
for
I've shown
me.
you tools like
I'll be
Windows that
honest.
allow you to run things like Photoshop, for instance, or a lot of those popular Windows applications through virtual machines in your native installation. And while again, it's definitely a case of your mileage may vary, it's kind of wild to see things like Photoshop running as if it was natively on your Linux system anyways.
Bruh, who needs Photoshop? I am not paying no single motherfucking dollar for Photoshop. See this right here? I got my boy Gimp. This is good enough for thumbnail. That shit.
But yes, when it comes to things like productivity software, anything that requires graphical acceleration, like video editing,
Yeehaw.
I think Linux is still a little far behind. Don't get me wrong, there's tools like Kdenlive, which are pretty cool video editors for people that, are used
Dude, I tried Kdenlive a few times. It did not go really well for me. There was like a weird audio clipping. That's when I was like, you know what, fuck it. And then I try DaVinci Resolve, the free version. It was a pain to get installed, but I learned how to do it. And then I was like, okay, this is actually pretty good. And then I found out that if you buy the license, you get to keep the software forever. So I bought a license and I was like, oh, okay. And now I have DaVinci Resolve. Like, you actually own the software. Shortcut is better. I tried Shortcut. I was really limited with what I could do.
To that kind of stuff. There's also DaVinci Resolve, but my experience with DaVinci underneath Linux has been kind of dog shit, to be completely honest with you. To be real with you, which are pretty cool video editors for people that, are used to that kind of stuff. There's also DaVinci Resolve, but my experience with DaVinci underneath Linux has been kind of dog shit, to be completely honest with you. To be real with you, unless it's a Mac or actually a Windows computer.
Bro, what DaVinci Resolve is actually really good on Linux. Like, let me see. Like, that's what I use. Like, I got that shit right here. You do all this crazy shit right here. You go effects, you can pull all this. You do all crazy fucking shit with DaVinci Resolve. Like, it's literally like a whole professional. Like, a lot of these things I don't even use. You also use AI to, like, it has AI, but it's like to, like, cut the audio and shit. Or voice leveling and stuff, or you could remove the music. Like, you could do everything under DaVinci Resolve. Like, this is the best video editor that I've ever used.
I think the video editing experience is just generally not there yet. But look, for the average person and for the gamer in specific, I think Linux has gotten to a point where it's not something
Resolve
that
has issues first
really
installing
be sitting
it.
there laughing at. The experience
It's
is
not
pretty
that
much-
hard. It's basically like, it's not hard. Like, I have a notepad because I made a video on it, on the steps. This is basically what you got to do. So first of all, you got to install it manually, which, you extract it, then you set your executable normally. Wait, did I put ch mod? Yeah, see right here. So you basically create a executable by putting ch mod, and then you run the file. So you put ch mod, then you put, you know, /run, then it installs it, and then after it, you gotta pull the system library. So you gotta do all these commands so it can pull the system libraries so they actually work. And then after that, you put sudo show user, because if not, it's not gonna overwrite your license. So you gotta put in this command so you can write your license and it stops crashing and there, and then it should run. You got to do that every time you like update it also.
I think as one-to-one as you're going
I just have to delete a couple
and
files.
I think the experience might be getting better this year. Look, there's a lot
I mean,
of
it's
things
not
that
an issue. It's just like the way you install it is like old school. They haven't updated it. So like you got to manually pull the system. Like you got to do it through the terminal basically.
are on the horizon. We're still yet to see what Valve is going to do with SteamOS. And if my suspicions are right, maybe they might be working with some developers.
DaVinci is actually
alleviate
faster
the
under Linux
anti-cheat
when it comes to
concerns on
rendering.
Linux. Whether that be just exclusively using SteamOS as the designated OK operating system, maybe that's
That shit lags. Like I tried DaVinci once under Windows. That shit lags so hard on Windows. Why? I have no freaking idea.
the route they want to take. But maybe there's going to be something else that comes down that assists the anti-cheat things. Look, 6 years ago, I would never be able to recommend Linux to anybody that just was a fucking gamer, unless the only game that you played was, space pinball. Now it's a very viable alternative, right? And even if you're somebody with gaming parts like me, like let's say you have a mechanical keyboard, using things like CKB Next, which allows me to modify my mechanical keyboard.
Oh yeah, I used that for a time. I don't use it anymore because I realized that my keyboard and shit has an internal memory. So I'm like, why do I use that? I had a tutorial on that. I stopped using it because I'm like, well, taking more RAM in the background. I just have to delete lags. Lags? Wait, what are you talking about?
Without using a
Oh, like when you use DaVinci Resolve on Windows, it lags. Like it stutters. It's like laggy. Like I tried to use it on Windows once and I was like, eh. Like on Linux it works pretty well. On Linux, I even train this one time I train where it does this thing where you could train the AI inside to talk like a certain character. I train it to talk like Shadowheart from Baldur's Gate 3, and I trained it in 50 minutes of voice of her. And then I made a video and I changed my voice with DaVinci Resolve, making me sound like Shadowheart just to troll people. And people are like, what the fuck happened to your voice? It has AI in it, but it's not like intrusive. It's like productivity. Like for example, if you don't want to manually like remove the background noise, there's a thing that AI will like remove the background noise. Also, there's another thing that, for example, if you want to sharpen and fix the colors, you could one click of the button, it'll fix the colors in your screen when you're if you're recording and stuff. It's like AI, but it's not like collecting telemetry and shit. It's kind of just like you use it when you need it. It doesn't get in your way. It's productivity tools.
A bloated Windows application, even though it's official, is pretty awesome to see. Like cooler control, I can actually use to get accurate temperatures and actually
It's pretty good.
modify and get a quick gauge of even things like
DaVinci is like the only editor that has AI in a way that actually like it doesn't get it. It's not like bad AI, like it's actually good AI. Like for actual productivity, it doesn't get in your way and tell you how to do shit or watches you. It kind of just stays there. And if you want to remove background noise, one click of a button and it does it automatically.
my all-in-one cooler.
It's like automation AI.
Something I wouldn't be able to easily do like this even 3 to 4 years ago is something that is just pretty much one-to-one with Windows anyways. Now, I think the big thing about this, look, if there's anything that you can get an actual, basis on, is forget the gaming, forget anything of that nature, forget the software. The fact that the system...
I use Cooler Control. It's a decent program.
actually belongs to me and there's no real telemetry from Microsoft, you know, one of the big things that I've seen from people is, hey, I hate the AI in Microsoft. Let me download the script that gets rid of all the AI. Like,
then
for
it comes
instance,
back.
this is one of those popular tools that exists out there where it basically disables all of the AI slop in Microsoft. This is amongst other tools that de-bloat Microsoft Windows. And I feel like if we're at a point where we need to install tools that are effectively surgically gutting out the system, then maybe, just maybe, you might want to consider switching over to a system that is more respectful of you, a system that is made for people that generally have more respect for your privacy and safety than a company like Microsoft these days. And the direction that Microsoft is headed is not a pretty direction. So maybe it's viable that you start learning the alternatives. Look, it's not even just Linux. If you want to get something else that's more respectful, and I can't believe I've ever reached a point where I'm saying this, but using something like a fucking MacBook is probably more respectful to your privacy and
Oh no, he's a Mac fag. I was kidding. That's what Filthy Frank used to call them.
safety and security than relying on Windows dogshit products to begin with. So one thing I've seen, obviously, from
What the
users,
fuck
even
is
in our
that
community,
picture?
is individuals building themselves some good old-fashioned Linux PCs. So, you know, it's not too late for you to take 2026 into your hands, maybe give that Linux system a try. Look, it's not going to be perfect, but I think this might actually be the year for it. Even though that I think Microsoft will never be toppled, people still always use Windows. I think for the average gaming person out there, using something that is more respectful of their privacy and security is generally where you want to be at. And even when it comes to computer benchmarks, one of the interesting things that I've sort of seen from the community is how good some older hardware runs. So for instance, an RX 5700 XT, some of you may actually have this in your system, really decent GPU. You can actually see it running underneath, systems like CachyOS, where it doesn't work underneath Windows 11. So literally, it is kind of mind-boggling to see it run 60 frames per second on an average underneath Linux and almost not run at all at 0 frames on Windows. I think that's pretty hilarious. But also other games, like you can see a big upgrade in games like Alan Wake 2, where, instead of getting 22 frames on an actual Windows system, 30 average, you're able to get 46 per average.
So it's beating Windows by how much? Wow. And that's kind of crazy considering there's some... Man, that's kind of crazy. So that's like... So it's like a 16 frames more than on Windows.
Frames, which is a pretty big upgrade in terms
That's
of
crazy.
actual performance and how the game feels.
Oh, but the lows are way higher though. Wait, or is it about the same? So the lows will be... I almost want to do the percentages, but we ain't gonna do all that. So it runs a lot more stable than... Yeah, it is still a 16 frames difference.
If you're underneath Linux, right? So same hardware, big difference. Playing games like Spider-Man 2, where going from 50 frames to almost 60 is absolutely the most important thing that you can see. And again, the 1% lows are really the big
latency
thing about
is worse on Windows.
One of the big things that I've noticed when it comes to Linux is that if the performance maybe is a slightly better, the actual micro stuttering is almost eliminated for me in comparison to Windows underneath something like Linux, which if you don't know what micro stuttering is, like instead of a bad frame rate, just imagine if the game hitches on you. It just literally is one of the worst feeling things in any game. And it affects almost every like range of hardware from low to high end. And
tell you guys Linux was performing better.
Technologies that Linux has been using to run video games, I think overall has given it a much more stable design for this kind of stuff. Like, and in some cases, the actual like gain isn't as pronounced. Like in some cases, you are getting 1 more frame per second on average, which, yeah, granted is like not that big of a deal. But again, any benefit is a benefit.
Oh, you should wait till they fix DirectX 12 for NVIDIA cards. Oh God, it's gonna be over, bro. Like as soon as they fix the MVK stack, man, that's coming up this year. It's going to be over. It's going to be outperforming Windows on the NVIDIA side way, way, way beyond.
And yes, there are cases where Windows beats Linux, but I've generally noticed that, looking at a lot of these benchmarks, especially benchmarks of systems that are running older hardware, seeing the gains people get is probably more important now that computers have absolutely jumped in price astronomically. So if you're somebody that, is running an old
Linux news say older AMD is getting FPS boost. Yeah. Yeah, they're getting FPS boost because the thing is, that Faith discover benefits all GPUs. It mostly benefits NVIDIA GPUs, but it also benefits to optimize AMD GPUs into basically every GPU.
older system, and maybe you need an extra year, maybe 2 years out of your system's life, maybe Windows 11 isn't able to be installed on your system, right? Because it might be so old. Switching over to Linux just to get extra life out of your system is probably better than giving up and basically opening yourself to like security issues and an unupdated operating system down the road. And if you can gain extra frames, that's always something fucking cool to see. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's crazy to see how much the actual Penguin has caught up to the point where, I would say like probably a year, 2 years ago, I thought it was a good time to switch. But now I don't really think that there's many reasons to not switch. Again, if you're one of those people that needs a certain game or needs software, I totally understand. But if you're the average person that plays your single player games, like I told you, these are the games that I'm playing on my system, and 100% of this list works absolutely flawlessly on my system too. I think if you're willing to make maybe the slightest concessions in some cases, you might actually have a system that is much more fun to tinker around and play with, and something that generally is, in my opinion, more stable. If we're at a point where a whole shit ton of Microsoft updates tend to break on you, maybe it's not so bad to go over to the Penguin. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike if you dislike it, I am out.
Give him a like. Wait, what's my chat? Here's the video.
Deck the balls with blah, blah, blah. Ladies and gentlemen, today's video is sponsored by Manscaped.
Manscaped, keep your balls shiny. Wait, he meets Darth Vader in the show?
We get Star Wars Luke Skywalker. Just kidding.
Wait, he meets Bane? Wait, I want to see that. He meets... Oh, shit! He's in Korriban. This is the Sith Temple, right? Yeah, this is Korriban. They put that in the movie.
Oh.
Oh. He went to Korriban.
Oh.
Oh, they're adding comic shit.
They became soldiers to protect.
I don't know. Is that AI?
A Jedi's power is lives.
Dude, wasn't Bane the one who said the rule of two? There could only be 2 Sith at a time because now they basically kill each other over competition. Have you heard of bat lip reading? No. I watch movies with bat lip reading and people make like dubs for it, and it's funny, like old Chinese movies. All right, I'm gonna go to bed. I gotta get up early tomorrow. Later. See you guys around. Bye. Have a good night, everyone.